Good evening, all. I'm Epstein with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening as we're here now on Monday, the 9th of December, 2024. Sorry I wasn't with you over the weekend, had family events that I was attending, and now I'm back. All right. So, interesting time in the market. You know the Syrian situation. I have been very vocal in telling my subscribers, I don't know what it means. I don't know if these people are worse than Assad was, better. I don't know the coalition of the governments that can be put together. I know that when you look at the gold market and you see what went on, you had a big rally today, but you do understand Israel's attacking the sites that it believes hold missiles, chemical weapons, whatever it is. The U.S. is attacking ISIS sites inside of Syria. So what everybody's trying to do in terms of Israel, everybody being Israel and the United States, is trying to take out problems or potential problems that might arise. That doesn't mean a darn thing. It just means weapons gone, ideally, chemical weapons gone, ideally. It certainly was a blow to Iran. It's certainly a blow to Russia. Russia has a big base in Syria. Will it be able to keep it? Couldn't begin to tell you how this is all going to play out at all. And then lurking in the background is President-elect Trump, with his ideas on where this is all likely to head. So keep your eye on it. Israel's going to use this time to go after Hamas in Gaza. You can count on that. They'll try to beat them down to the point where they can get a peace deal under what we'll call favorable terms for everybody. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to rebuild Palestine. That's what's going to happen. And the only way that's going to occur is you got to get militant groups out of there. And Israel's a militant group too. I don't think they belong in there. So we will see what happens with that. And when I say militant, you force their hand. And I'm talking Hamas forced their hand. And this whole situation happened because of October 7th. Don't forget that. Okay. I'm watching a bit of a correction hitting in the stock indices. I wish I could say I'm surprised. I'm not. We normally drip and drip and drip at this time of the year, and then we hit a certain date. Now, on the website tonight, I have just, literally, it's 6:35, so I put it up 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, a special report on the S&P, and it's the Santa Claus report. What does the market do? What's the traditional times for the Santa Claus? Historically, what has the market done? I use seasonal charts. I use data to show what it's going. I go back for you almost 50 years in time to show how it's all worked out. So take a look at it. You might like what you see. Energy markets, well, the uncertainty there. What does this all mean? What I can tell you is I wrote tonight, and I'm fascinated by it, that all of a sudden Argentina's oil production is about to surpass that of Colombia. So as we get into that region of the world, they will become the third largest producer. I mean, that's pretty impressive in no time at all. Milei has done a wonderful job of trying to get this economy, or their economy, going. But this is about the metals. So what happened today to get the metals going? You know, Syria, that wasn't what I think it was. I think this is all about China. And I think that, as you know, on the 12th now, which is 3 days, we're going to, actually Wednesday, I said this all wrong. Wednesday, the Congress meets to figure out the actions they're going to take in China. It's a 2-day meeting. And on the 12th it ends, and we will find out. What they did release this morning, and that's what I think kicked everything up, was they said they're going to do monetary loosening. So that's happening. And then we found out that China returned to the gold market in November and began buying. They had been out of the market for 6 months, so they've stepped back in. I think that combination lifted the market. I think it got a little excessive at first, and I think you're pulling back. When you take a look at the gold, it's interesting how you were pulling back here, and were we not talking just recently? Maybe we can get back to that 26, 28 level. Will it hold? That was the big question. Well, so far that zone's holding. Is this a breakout to the upside? It is not. It is a market that's still trading within this band that it went up here, and it's just about halfway in that, whipping back and forth. You have a pattern on the swing line. Now, the swing line is this brown line, and if you've taken my charting course, you learn how to work with it. you'll hear over and over from pros, it's in an uptrend. We're making higher highs, higher lows, or in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. Well, no trend is when you have a higher high and a lower low. And you learn how to do these by hand. Obviously, we have it on the computer for you, and you can use everything that we have. Our charting software is there. TradingView, if you use it, just go to our website, sign up under customers. Go to the far right, customer services, sign up for your TradingView there. Pretty simple. All these will appear then for you. But you can see lower low, higher high. Market holding, the 18, day moving average of closes. That's been your battleground. It didn't make it to the 100 or down here. And that was one of the fears that we had as the market was falling. Would this market attack those and go lower? And the Bollinger Band's not of support. And that's why I said that. It's way under the 100-day average. It's certainly well before the 200-day average of closes, but it's closer to the 2600 level. With resistance, should the market continue to rally, up near 2727. Momentum is not giving an indicator of any type. It's just very comfortably drifting like that, not of a lot of help. The gold-silver ratio has been telling you a story that silver's stronger than gold. Once it got back underneath the 18-day average of closes, as the numbers get smaller, what happens is you don't have to give as much silver to get an ounce of gold. In a perfect world without commissions of any type, that is what the gold-silver ratio would be. Now, in the silver, I'd be very cautious. It's your first move up to and over the upper Bollinger Band. You can see you closed over it. You didn't do it back here. And you hadn't done that since all the way back in October. But the market, I think, has made a statement that it's not going back under these lows anytime soon. What could derail the market and really upset it is China doesn't do enough. So what China's got to come out of this meeting to keep gold, silver, platinum, copper going is give the market an idea that they're going to boost their economy. Not just loosening of things, but something that's grander than that. They have nothing but tariff issues with the United States. What are they going to do? So this market came alive on that news that they're loosening monetary policy, but they haven't defined what that means yet. Words don't mean diddly. Concepts don't mean diddly. What are they doing? You are overbought in the copper. As I said to you, it would come alive as we got towards this meeting, and it certainly is. That meeting's now 48 hours away. And you can see your resistance is the 100 and then the 200-day average, but you're at the upper Bollinger Band. You have a problem right there, and that's where the market's starting to, if you will, falter. In the platinum, you're just stuck at the 18-day average of closes, void of a trend. Higher high, lower low, sort of stuck. And in the dollar, we finally did get down on Friday to the lower Bollinger Band, and we got a one-day bounce. You are oversold. I think you're going to drift sideways right here for a bit. We'll see. I mean, if you're super bearish, you got to think you're going down here. Why would that happen? You have central bank meetings starting on Wednesday of this week, the European Central Bank. We have the Swiss National Bank. We have Australia's bank. I believe India is coming at you. There's 5 to 7 banks that this week alone have their central bank meetings, and we'll find out what interest rates are doing. Other than Australia, which it's widely expected they'll sit tight, most of the banks are expected to lower interest rates. What will that mean to the marketplace? So again, I'm going to repeat to you, I just did my special report for you. It's on stock indices. It's about the Santa Claus report. I help define it. I help refine it for you quite a bit and show you why traders talk about it so much, all right? So I hope you appreciate that. Just go to iraepstein.com. On the top left, you're going to see Stock Index Report. Give it a click and away you go. You can also move your cursor anytime up here, and that will take you to that part of the site. I'm Ira. You take care.